hello to the light and the dark within you. I am a counsellor and I've been working with people for a long time, but I've also been working with myself and on a journey of discovery. And I want to share some of my knowledge and my wisdom as I go along with my clients. And obviously I'm going to say no names, but just little realizations that come up from some of my sessions and reflect upon those. So in the session today, realizing that this isn't a new realization, that trauma makes us more sensitive. It's often people who have trauma that they recognize themselves as highly sensitive, or I recognize that they are highly sensitive. And my understanding is that trauma sort of leaves us really kind of wide open, our energy, because we had to kind of meet. Often, I suppose, or maybe there's a certain type of trauma. It's like where we have to meet the caregivers. We have to give ourselves outwards rather than take. Because obviously there's trauma that creates, narcissism or... so this is like trauma that would create a sense of having to merge with the parent or the caregiver. But I think even in, say, trauma like those who have narcissism or borderline would say that they have a sense that, like, it's almost like his layer of skin is missing. There's a deep sensitivity. So this sort of, it's like a merge. It's like an empathy. It's like where we feel the pain of the world. We have that heightened sensitivity. And so I've just wanted to talk about that as sort of like the foundation of what I really wanted to talk about was that openness. So with that comes often a sense of oversharing, a sense of wanting to share our deepest selves. I think some of that's to do with like needing I can't say for everybody, but with my client specifically, hers was about needing to share her vulnerability. Not share her vulnerability, sorry. She wanted to share, she needed to be in that emotional contact to feel safe. And this needy childlike part just wants to be loved. And so it's sort of, and this is very common with a lot of my female clients who have trauma. It's like there's an overshare in like, and an honesty and almost a naivety. There's like an innocence and a naivety, and I'm not 100% sure what this overshare is. I think sometimes maybe it revolves around a sense of giving the self, because that's such a precious thing that we just give it to another human being, but they then can do whatever they want, and sometimes they don't treat that level of vulnerability, that whatever what you're offering them as good, they because it's a responsibility, isn't it? And we need to learn to do that when we feel safe, and with people we feel safe with, and people that earn that, because that's precious to us. But anyway, so in this realization with this client was that it was like this sense of openness and kind of wanting to merge, like maybe that trauma is like, it's like wanting to merge to like, maybe it's that child part wanting to merge with the mother or the father, or anyway. But this openness, it was like and this sense of like lack of sense of self that this person had was almost like I realized it was like people can, because they're so willing to please the other, it's like they have this and it's like, so the other person, whatever, because you know, Jung talks about the shadow part that we project onto others we don't want to own. It was almost like, because some people who have this level of I call it wounded empathy, can be catalysts for other people's stuff, and it was very clear, and it came to me when we were talking. It's like that openness allows another person to place onto them their stuff, because they've got no boundary, they've got no sense of self or no boundary, and they're sort of wide open to that vulnerability. Because somebody with a boundary, somebody with a sense of self, it's sort of, it like there's a wall there, it's not going to be able to be projected upon that person. So it was almost like someone can project their stuff onto you if you are wide open and you're vulnerable to that. Like you would almost accept that, and that makes them feel good because you've accepted their idea of you, whereas a boundary person wouldn't accept that. You know, somebody who has that level of trauma where they, you know, they're very you know, really they need to please you, they need you to like them. It's easier for somebody to put their stuff and go, look at you, and actually it makes that person feel better because they've now don't have to own that. So I hope I've expressed that in a clear way. I just wanted to catch that thought and that sort of lesson, and I really appreciate this platform to be able to do that. And well, you know, not this platform, obviously this is a video I'm talking to you right now, but you know, to be able to share my wisdom with others is really lovely, because I feel like, you know, this stuff is very, I don't know, it feels very important, and I'm going to start sort of sharing regularly, and like these little things that I capture from each of my clients, you know, these realizations, because I suppose it's just like that expansiveness of two consciousnesses. Like it's like that flame, you know, like when you're by yourself it's like one flame, but when you come together with another person in this kind of capacity of like the deep listening and the deep sharing, it sort of becomes a bigger flame. And it's like, you know, we can deepen and drop into quickening our awareness, and sort of together we sort of merge and find deeper truths about self and others, and well, mostly about self, but yeah, so bye for now.